So I really didn't know which one that I was going to, so I just drove right and went to one of them. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, my name is Natalie. I am a family nurse practitioner, and basically the goal of my channel is to help pre-nursing, nursing, as well as FNP students get through school as easily as possible. I also take a look and review resumes and personal statements, so if that's something that you need done, please take a look at the description box down below, and there's a whole process telling you how that can be done. So for this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about how I got my job as a CNA a few years ago. I just wanted to let you know that opportunities are out there, and all you have to do is really just go out there, volunteer, talk to people, network, and you can find opportunities as well. So this was before I was applying for schools. I just needed something to boost up my resume. So I thought, why not volunteer in healthcare? So I thought, there's a assisted living facility very close to where I lived in North Carolina. So I thought, hey, let's go ahead and try and see if I can volunteer there. So I drove over there one day, and there were two different buildings. There was an Alzheimer's and a dementia-based location, and then the other location was for the elderly who were more physically unable versus mentally. So I really didn't know which one that I was going to, so I just drove right and went to one of them, and I said, hey, I'm a student, I would really like to volunteer here. Do you guys have any opportunities? There's nothing online or anything, I just asked. So I went over there, I talked to one of the ladies that was in charge of the volunteer department, and she said, yeah, you can definitely volunteer. So we set something up. So I ended up volunteering, I think probably 2 to 3 days out of the week, because I was still a student, so I had more availability. So I would volunteer in their activities section in the Alzheimer's and Dementia Assisted Living facility. So basically they have somebody that is in charge of activities. The activities happen usually twice a day. So they'll do anything from baking pancakes, or they'll do puzzles, or they'll do different aerobic exercises, or have people come in and play music and stuff like that. So I was able to volunteer and help out with that, which was a lot of fun because that was one of my first experiences working, well, not working, but being exposed to healthcare and seeing, I haven't really been around Alzheimer's dementia patients, so that was very interesting as well. So one day I was working there, or volunteering there, and apparently one of the head people had seen me working with the patients and getting along very well. So he asked the lady that I was working with if I wanted a job there. And I mean, she knew that I was trying to get into healthcare and all of that. So he said, please see if she'd want to work here in some capacity. So the lady that I was working with, she said, hey, there's an opportunity if you want to work here as a CNA. And I said, oh wow, like that's wonderful. I wasn't looking for anything like that, but I mean, the opportunity was waiting. So I said, oh, that's fine, but I'm not a CNA. So she said, go ahead and go take a class, and get certified, and then come back and we'll have a job for you. So I was like, okay, this is great, because I've never worked in healthcare before. So I did. There was I can't remember what it was called, but there was a course that was about a month long. I think a couple weeks were didactic, a couple weeks were clinical. So I did that for about a month, and then I got my certification, and then I started working there as a CNA. So I just wanted to say that story because I know sometimes it's hard to get your foot in the door, but I had no idea that I was going to get a job out of this volunteer experience. You just never know what's going to happen. You never know who you're going to meet, but you're never going to be able to do anything or meet anyone if you don't go out there and try. So if you're looking for an opportunity, or maybe you're a pre-nursing student that wants to become a nurse and you're thinking of becoming a CNA, I would go ahead and, get your certification, go around. You don't always have to work as a CNA in the hospital. There's definitely different types of specialties you can work in. So I worked out technically an outpatient assisted living facility, and I never worked in the hospital. So there's plenty of opportunity out there. So go out there, see what's around you. You never know, it could be right across the street, your next opportunity, but go out there, try to volunteer, try to talk to people, and that could be the best first step into you getting into your field as a healthcare provider or a healthcare member or whatever your main goal is. So thank you guys so much for listening. I hope this inspires you to go out and volunteer in the healthcare field, especially if you're pre-nursing and you may want something to boost up your resume, becoming like a phlebotomist or a CNA or a medication aid or anything like that would definitely be helpful. You don't always have to have that before going to nursing school, but it's definitely something to do. And if you are already in nursing school, maybe that would be something to do as well while you're in school if you need to have some extra cash. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening. I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, whenever it may be. And remember to always, always believe in yourself. All right, you guys have a great one. Bye.